Good morning, hello, and welcome back. We are a little running late this morning. It's about 8:10 on Black Friday morning. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. For our Thanksgiving we had some technical difficulty last night. My stove was broke, so I didn't realize that until like 3 hours into cooking. So it took me about 7 hours to cook 10 pounds turkey. So it was pretty bad. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. So this morning I'm going to show you guys how to make really easy the dark chocolate, the peppermint latte, okay, using peppermint. So this is the, let's say, yolk, dark chocolate peppermint, and then it's gonna be really good. So I'm not gonna use the whole thing. It's about 40 gram, okay? So this is about 40 gram. So if I'm gonna weight this on my scale, it's about 40, yeah, it's about 41 gram. So I'm thinking I'm gonna cut that in half. And then I'm gonna pull the shot, and we are going to make a nice latte. Kind of like peppermint latte, it's gonna be really good. And this morning I'm gonna be using the not neutral cup. So this is a black matted. So I have a 15% off coupon code as well. Make sure to take advantage of that. So by the way, let's talk about Black Friday for a second. So I'm looking at all over, okay, all over the web, maybe great deal on like coffee gears. But you know what? There's not a lot going on. And I know Seattle Coffee Gear has some good deal on grinder. They're selling Eureka grinder and Solas. Solas grinder. It's about $79 for the bird grinder. They're really good. Really cheap, good entry level for if you like to, doing French press and pour over. That's really good. The Eureka grinder, they're on sale for around 200 or so, 179 to 200. That's really good entry level as well. So I think that's the two item that maybe you guys might interest in. And comes to Amazon, I didn't see any good deal on there either. Even Barista Express this morning, I checked on it, $6.99, okay? Even a couple weeks ago, I saw lowest as $5.99, but some reason you figure Black Friday, you're gonna get some good deal on it, but still $6.99. So I think that's still great price, but hopefully Cyber Monday special. So we'll see how it goes. And then what else? By the way, I'm gonna shout out to Ahmed. He asked me, he's looking for buying a brand new machine. He's kind of like between Barista Express versus Rancheria Sylvia, those two. But again, I think I have a lot of video on that. Comes to Rancheria Sylvia, make sure to check out that video because that's big decision, okay? Because Rancheria Sylvia, you are looking around $700 there, $700 range there. Barista Express, so it is around $6.99, so around $700 too. So, but Barista Express comes with the built-in grinder, and then if you go with Rancheria Sylvia, you have to buy decent grinder. So, I mean, you got some decisions to do, but if you're just getting into espresso, if you're brand new, take a really good look at Barista Express.
Dane has a quick question.
Let's go. Dane asked me, Dane?
Have you heard of and know anything about ISOMAC Pro Dual Boiler PID?
So Dane asked me ISOMAC Dual Boiler. No, you know what? I they got so many different brands out. The brand name for espresso machines, literally hundreds. So anything above like $1,000 range and 1,000 and up, man, they got so many of them out there. So I have not heard, but I bet you they're all pretty decent. So I'm looking at right now ECM as well. I'm looking at ECM. Obviously, I'm looking at the Rocket. And I'm also looking at, let's see, Protect or something like that. It's hard to pronounce, but I'm looking at those guys as well. So we'll see how it goes, okay? But eventually, Sylvia, I'm sitting on that corner right there, still using it. But This morning, let's make some latte, okay? Let's make the peppermint latte. Since I'm making, I usually use my built-in grinder whenever I use like milk-based drink, because you don't have to have really good quality espresso, because we are going to mix with this peppermint patty anyway. So I'm going to measure out 20 grams. I'm going to cut that in half, because this is 4 grams, so this is too much. A lot of sugar there, so I'm just going to cut that in half. So I have about 21 grams. I think I'm going to use 21 grams. Okay, I'm going to heat up my cup first. So this morning, I still have a full bag, so I'm going to use the Seattle Coffee Gear here, the Rainier Morning Blend. And then I'm going to open up another bag, maybe tomorrow morning. Okay, just simply put it in. We are going to prepare the shots. I'm going to be using 17 grams for this. By the way, if anybody tried the pumpkin spice recipe I did yesterday, man, that's so good, okay? If you haven't tried it yet, make sure to try it out. And then, yeah, that is so much better than, I don't want to say so much better than Starbucks, but obviously Starbucks is different than mine. But again, it is much, much better.
A viewer in Canada says Barista Express on Amazon Canada is $5.60 for Black Friday. That's $4.31 US.
Okay, so by the way, if you're living in Canada, Amazon having a sale on Barista Express for $560 Canadian dollars. So it's about $430 on US dollars. If you're in Canada, make sure grab that. Okay, make sure grab that machine. That is great price, because we're not gonna get that in this country. I saw Amazon this morning, $6.99. So okay, so I'm just got my 3D dosing funnel. By the way, if you're looking for like stocking stuffer, 3D dosing funnel for your kid, not the kids, but your loved ones. Okay, I'm just gonna put by the way, one of my viewer, okay, so he got the top here, they cut out here, and he installed some kind of this pumping mechanism, this kind of little bit of pump, and then he sealed it, okay, with some kind of special glue. So now it's become truly the zero retention. Yeah, that's really cool. Really cool. Okay, at this point. Okay, but people are asking me, is a built-in grinder any good? You know what? As you can see from there, it's not bad, okay? If you have like dosing funnel like this, again, just get a paper clip with wine cork. You can actually declump everything. So now it's clump free. It works really good. So unless if you guys want to spend like $600 or $700 on a really nice grinder, just stick with built-in grinder for the Barista Express. They're good enough. As you can see from here, that's still fluffy and works pretty good. Let's see. So I'm going to pull the shot 17 gram in and like 34 gram out. But I'm still going to stir the time as well. I'm still time the shot. I like the 1-to-2 ratio. So, okay. Lock it in. I'm going to start time it when I press the button. Let's find out how many grams I'm going to get out of it. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Got my cup ready. Set the scale. So pre-infusion is happening right now. I'm into 10 seconds. Okay, I'm into about 10 seconds starting the pre-infusion. Shot looks good. Overall, I'm looking for 34 gram. Okay, 37, about 38 gram in like 30 seconds. So I'd say this is considered as a pretty decent shot. But again, we are mixing with peppermint, so at that point, doesn't make any, it's not gonna be not a lot of difference there. Okay, so now I'm gonna start steaming the milk. And I usually like to use whole milk for that. Let's see, I needed some milk jug. This morning I'm gonna be using my little GB jug. Yeah, cannot find the other one, so hold on. Comes to milk jug, someone asked me, what's the best milk jug? I think the Breville Barista Express comes with their regular, milk jug. I mean, that's good for now, okay? I mean, you don't have to have a fancy milk jug. It's definitely not the jug. You have to have, decent scales behind it, but yeah. I've been playing with latte milk for last 2 years. I'm still struggling, so. Okay. So once I hear the pump kicking, I'm just gonna stop and submerge. And in the beginning, I like to introduce about 10 seconds of air. And then just submerge it below the surface. So now I'm gonna heating up the milk. Just make sure you get the wet paper towel ready. So once we finish the steaming the milk, we can just wipe it quickly.
David said he's using the pumping method you just described with the lid. It does work great. I prefer to use the ROK manual grinder.
The rock, oh yeah, someone mentioned to me about the rock grinder. Yeah, they are fantastic.
Yeah, he said that's perfect.
I mean, if you are, single person, if you don't have to make a lot of coffee in the morning, get yourself a really nice manual grinder. I mean, they're good enough. I mean, they're quite nice. Okay. So milk is almost there because you want to be around 130 degrees. Okay. Right now I'm at 1. Okay, I'm there. Okay, and I'm just gonna wipe it clean, quick, and flush. So now I'm gonna have, I have the milk ready. Okay. You want to be like wet paint. So this one is not quite, but getting close. Okay, so meantime, I'm gonna get my peppermint all mixed up nicely. So now everything is all nice and soft. Mix it well though, okay? Okay, so there we go. I mean, all the recipe I'm trying to make at home, I mean, I want to be as simple as possible.
Dylan says he thought the milk was supposed to be from 150 to 160.
So Dylan say milk is between one. You know what? I mean, if that's what you like, do it. Because I prefer around between 135 and like 145 range there. Because I don't want to be too hot. Because I like my latte, Okay, so milk is, because same time you don't want to have milk just sitting around, because you are going to separate the milk. Okay. At this point, let's do some latte art. Okay. Here we go. Go nice and slowly. So yeah, so milk is too watery. So that's what happens when if you put too much, if you don't give enough air in the milk. It's kind of like flat. You don't want that. But you know what? Let's try this anyway. Okay. They're really good. If you guys like the dark chocolate peppermint, this thing is fantastic. But I mean, if you like the good milk texture, so this is not the milk you want to use, okay? It's kind of like fail. I failed you guys. But if I want to do, you know what? I feel like I want to do one more time, okay? Let's do one more. I guess I want to get a better milk texture for you guys. Let's do one more.
Dylan says try 150 to 160 once and compare.
Okay, so Dylan say he want me to try the between 150. You know what? I'm gonna take his word for it, Dylan. I hope you are right. So this time we're gonna go 150. I'm gonna do the exactly same setup. Okay. But meantime, I need to find me another milk jug. Okay, we're gonna do, you know what, let's do the pumpkin spice. Okay, so this is a syrup I made last night, yesterday's video. So this is the pumpkin spice from homemade. And then, if you haven't seen my yesterday morning video, so this is the pumpkin spice from Starbucks. I'm gonna shout out the young man working at Starbucks. He's not supposed to, but he hooked me up with some syrup there yesterday. As you can see, it's very orange, okay? And then the smells somewhat artificial as well, but I know people loves this. All right, so I got my milk jug this time, the large one. So this is my homemade ones. Man, that smells wonderful. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna use about 20 grams of this. Okay. So let's do one more time. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday morning. I know some of you usually take today off, right? I think there's most of you not working this morning. And then let's see, let's do one more. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so that's one bad thing about making coffee. You know what, doesn't matter how much I try, you always get messy. Okay. Maybe doing 17 grams. By the way, if you don't use scale, make sure get yourself a little scale like this. It's so much the easier to start dialing in, because it's nice to know how much the dosing you're doing every time, so you can adjust your output. Okay, so here we go. Just gonna flush. Flush also. Let's say I'm gonna use another cup here. Heat it up. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna measure at 20 grams. So 20 grams is like equivalent to like 2 pumps from like Starbucks. So each pump is about 10 gram of syrup anyway. Okay, so from here, Okay. If you guys are looking for distribution tour, make sure check out the St. Anthony Industry. I'm gonna put the link down below as well. I know this is not cheap, but for the holiday gifts, this is fantastic gift idea. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the exactly same thing. I'm gonna start time when I start the button, the start button here. Okay. I'm looking for around 34 to 36 gram. There I go. It's about 10-second pre-infusion. Just a little more. Okay, so I got 38 grams, so at 30 seconds. So I mean, that's a pretty good shot. Okay. So I'm gonna start the steamer. I'm gonna wait till the pump kicks in again. There we go. For the coffee, I like to use darker roast, kind of medium to dark for the milk-based drinks.
Dylan says stop when the milk is at 145 because it'll go up about 10 degrees.
Okay. So I'm going to stop at 145. I'm going to take the Dylan's recommendation. Okay, here we go. Again, so this, I'm at about 90 degrees right now. I mean, yes, it is like the downside of this machine, Barista Express, the steaming, but I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm at 120. So, Dylan said 145? I'm at 130 right now. Okay, hold on. So 145. So let's see here. I'm at 145. So, okay. Like 145 degree. I'm just gonna make sure it doesn't get stale. I'm gonna mix my pumpkin spice syrup. Okay, let's do some latte art. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's do one more time. Okay, better this time. The milk is much, much better, more fluffier. I don't want to say more fluffier, more silkier. Yeah, I'm giving you a better texture. And also, the size difference too. Okay, so this is somewhat smaller. So whenever I steam the milk, I prefer a little larger size, so give you more room to kind of like swerving around. So, but again, 140. I stop at around 145, so I thought it's much better suggestion there than I stop around 130. Anyway, let's try this. Wow, you know what? The milk is much better. It's also hotter as well. So yeah, thank you for that, Dylan. I think I'm gonna try it definitely next time around 145.
And Dane says 145 is correct for traditional Italian milk drinks.
Okay, so also Dane confirmed 145 is the traditional, the Italian coffee temperature in a drink. So for milk drink. So this is really good.
Can you tell the difference?
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna hand this one to my wife there. Maybe she wants to try. And then so my peppermint here, that was good. But again, the milk wasn't that great. But yeah, I think.
Can I say good morning?
I think that's a lot better as well. Anyway, so let's see what else. My wife say good morning to you guys. She's being shy. Hey, okay, so far we made pumpkin spice latte and peppermint again. If you guys planning on making, unless if you guys are really hot stuff, really not the hot but really sweet, use the whole patty. It's about 40 grams of sugar, and if not, just cut that in half. It's about 20 grams there, so that's really good. Just make sure you melt down the peppermint and dark chocolate properly, so you can make good latte out of it. What else? So okay, make sure to check out all the Black Friday special going on, but not a lot though. Okay, when it comes to coffee gears, not a lot of special. Definitely check out the Not Neutral website. Those cups are one of my favorite. And then let's see what else is out there.
Dylan says thank you.
So Dylan say, so I think your idea was good. I like the 145, but 145 is unless you are using something like this to check your temperature. If not, make sure you use your bottom of your hand. So 145 is really hot, okay? So if you touch it, you cannot touch it anymore. 135, I can still touch it. I can feel it, but 145, I'm just remove it right away. So that's 145 on my hand, okay? It all depends on your pain toleration, but so yeah. If you haven't tried 145, try 145 next time, even this morning as well. Let's see what else is going on. Okay.
It says peppermint flat white. He said it twice. He wants peppermint flat.
The peppermint flat white. Let's see. The flat white is kind of like 1-to-1 ratio, 1 part espresso and 1 part steamed milk. So someone wants the peppermint flat white? They want recipe for that? You know what, let's make that, okay? Let's do peppermint flat white. Okay, by the way, having a right cup is important when it comes to making like milk-based drink. Let me show you.
And somebody says you should make t-shirts.
Someone asked me I should make a t-shirt. Okay, someday. Okay, so this is a cappuccino size, okay? It's about 6 ounce. And then, so this is about 8 ounce. Wait. So that's 6 ounce. That's right. They're same size. So this is non-neutral cup. It's called Vera cup. So it's usually about 1 to 2 ratio. 2 ounce of coffee and around 4 ounce of milk base. So this is like cappuccino size. And then as you saw earlier, like latte cup. So this is about 8 ounce cup here. Okay. So this one. So 8 ounce is my preferred size comes to my milk-based drink, but if you guys love milk, this is about 12 ounce, okay, pretty large. So this is not my favorite size though, because I don't like too much milk, but there comes to cups like flat white. I like to use this size right here is about 4 ounce, so I like that very much. Okay, but you know what? I'm gonna use this one to make flat white. All right, so let's make some coffee again.
Dane says some cafes make the temperature lower so you drink quicker and they sell more coffee drinks.
Yeah, I think Dane brought to me that some cafe they actually lower their temperature for their milk-based drink so they can drink faster, okay? So they can sell more coffee. Makes sense as well. Because I know a lot of my friends, whenever I make them coffee, they don't enjoy the coffee, they just drink it. They don't even think twice about it. And they want more. So, but I think coffee should be very enjoyable. especially like, you know, Sunday or Saturday morning. You want to just kick back, having a nice coffee. So let's make flat white. Okay. You know what? Since I'm going to be using about 20 grams of peppermint, I'm going to use the 6-ounce cup for flat white. Okay. All right. I'm just going to heat up my cup first. Get my milk jug ready.
Can I ask you a question? Matthew asked, does it matter if it's hard to dump the portafilter, even though my shots seem to be pulling fine? It never drops out as easy as yours. Maybe high water ratio.
So someone asking me, this person's,
Matthew.
Matthew's coffee puck it doesn't come out easy. It's all dependent on what kind of beans you use, okay? Sometimes you're using, you know, older beans, perhaps not as fresh. The stock right in the top, right there. So I mean that's normal. Or sometimes if you're using like darker roast, does exactly the same thing. So I mean, as long as it's all, you know what? As long as your coffee tastes good, I mean that's all matters, okay? Because you know you don't have to have a right ratio, or comes to ratio wise, it's not that important. I mean, in the beginning, but once you get used to it, but you know, I mean, let's face it, you know, you are the one drinking coffee, you know, no one else. So I think in the beginning, we want to learn how to do it. Yes, it's kind of like good guideline there, but you know what? Once you understand a little bit, just make your own drink, make your own recipe. It's really fun. Okay, from here, okay, so we're gonna do the same as last time. Okay, so let's use this time, I'm gonna use Good Brothers coffee, their espresso blend. They're more like medium to dark, so let's try that. Okay, let's try Good Brothers coffee this morning. For flat white. By the way, so last night, one of my viewers, Flavio, sent me a picture on Lydia Mini. Have you guys ever seen Lydia Mini in person? Man, they're not that big. That's pretty small. So I was really surprised by the size of it. Whatever you're looking at the pictures for Lydia Mini, they're a decent size, but I think it's about the same size as this one. So, let's see here. I'm going to be using 17 grams. I got 17.2 grams, so they're...
A viewer just says, check out something called SmartBot. I just purchased it on Amazon. It allows you to install it and turn on your Breville.
Okay, someone asked me, check out this, it's called Smart Switch, okay, SmartBot Switch. And then you can install right here. I know one of my viewers, young Kevin, has one. It does works great. And then you can set the time there, Bluetooth. But I mean, if you are busy in the morning, that's great idea. I mean that's fantastic. But personally, I mean I like to get up in the morning. Just make sure take everything. I mean personally, I like to get up and I like to just press the button. It's kind of like my morning ritual for me. So, but I mean if you're busy, if you're not a morning person, yeah, it's called Smart Switch. I think you can get it from Amazon for like $25 or so. They're not that expensive. Okay, from here. All right, good. I'm just gonna flush one more.
Super automatic machines, are they worth it?
Someone asked me, super automatic machine. You are asking the wrong person because I don't like automatic machine, period. Doesn't matter if you have a $10,000 automatic machine because they are using pressurized baskets because all the automatic machine comes, they have to use pressurized baskets. So I'm not a big fan of that. I mean, that's my personal view. But you know, but if you like just good coffee in the morning, I mean that's fine. Okay, here we go. So this is the more like medium to dark roast coffee here. Pre-infusion is happening about 12 seconds into it. The pressure is good. And I get a really good result around 1 o'clock ratio, but that's fine. So coffee looks good. About 30 seconds. So again, it comes to the timing, just the guideline. There is no perfect time there, but at this point, I'm just gonna make sure everything is nicely mixed well. Before I'm gonna steam the milk this time. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna mix it. Okay. Almost there. Okay, here. I think we are good. I'm done mixing it now. Okay. Okay, meantime, I'm gonna start the steamer. So it comes to back-to-back shots for Barista Express. I mean, again, a lot easier than my Rancheria Serbia. So, I mean, if you guys like milk-based drink, definitely look into dual boiler or a heat exchange machine. Again, so I'm gonna go up to around 145 degrees this time. I mean, again, like last time. Because I usually stop around 135, but I think 145 was really good. Someone asking me if you have a hard time dialing in the medium roast. First of all, what kind of coffee are you using? Are you using it from local roasters or store-bought? That's also make a big difference as well. Okay. Still going. I'm looking for around 145 range for the temperature. I'm at 120. So.
Eduardo shares
130. So I'm still a holder right now. So which means that if I can no longer touch it, it's kind of like around 145 degree. Yeah, there we go. 140, 145. So yeah, so this is good. So we're gonna make this time flat white is more like 1 part espresso, like 1 to 1.5 part milk base. So let's see here. Something like that. Looks really good. Let's end try this one. So this is a lot more coffee flavor than more milk base. So Cheers. It's really good, okay? Again, I mean, if you guys like flavored coffee, the flavored milk-based drink, just play with different ingredients out there. So far, I love the pumpkin spice homemade, really easy to make. Peppermint, just get yourself just peppermint, patty, cut that in half. If you guys really like sweet stuff, just use the whole patty. It's about 40 grams of sugar. If not, cut that in half. And that's about 20 grams. So I think I like the 20 gram range. And also you can play with a different recipe. So, I mean, that's really good. Let's see, what else?
So Eduardo shares he got the Linea Mini.
Oh, Eduardo got Lydia Mini. Okay.
And he says it's much bigger than the Barista.
Okay.
The box was 75 pounds compared to 34.
Okay, so Eduardo got Lydia Mini. It's about 75 pounds for the box. Because the Lydia Mini has the rotary pump, okay? That thing that's a machine. So obviously they're really, so Barista Express or Rancheria Sylvia, even some of dual boiler machines out there like Rockets, they don't use the regular pump. Like Lydia Mini use a rotary pump, the real pump. Compared to these machines, they use it's called vibrator pump. Size about this. It's a very small pump. I think dual boiler uses a Breville Barista. Breville dual boiler use that vibrator pump. Even Rocket uses it. But if you go after really high-end machine, they use the motor. So they're really heavy. That thing is tank. And plus the boiler size, Lydia Mini is much bigger boiler size for the steamer as well. So you cannot run out of steam. So yes. Thank you for that, Eduardo.
Let's see. Matthew says I got a new type of beans from Immortal Coffee on Amazon. They're Cuban. Have you heard of them or tried them?
Okay, so Matthew got a copy from Amazon. Okay, so problem with a copy buying from Amazon or any other grocery stores, most likely they roasted about a month ago. Okay, at least a month ago. So whenever I'm using coffee is not fresh, usually sticks. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So let me show you with this bean. So this one roasted I had it for about a month or so, but just come right out. Okay, and then I think this is considered as fresh because I just opened it about a couple of days ago. So from here, let me show you. Just come right out very cleanly, okay? But if you're using like store-bought beans, you're not gonna get this. It's just nicely pucked there. So yeah, so I mean, if you're buying from, just make sure trying to get it from like local roaster. If you can, yes, they are more expensive, but man, that's a tough one because I like buying from Amazon too, because you can get a big medium bag for like $20. So, but you know what? I mean, as long as you get a good tasting shot, I'm not too worried about that for now. But yeah.
Somebody asked, anyone know of any good Black Friday coffee deals for equipment?
Okay, someone asked me about if anybody knows good Black Friday deal going on. Please let us know on the chat room if you saw anything. Because I looked at Amazon so far, look at Amazon. I saw Whole Latte Love, Sierra Coffee Gear. Sierra Coffee Gear has no tax on the Rocket equipment. So that might be, but you're only saving about $100 at the most. So it's not a huge discount there. And I saw a lot of automatic machine on sale, but personally, I'm not a big fan of automatic coffee machines. So the only thing I can think of it is a not neutral cup. I got 15% coupon off for you guys. That's pretty good deal as well. If you guys like cups, like I do. So I'm gonna put the link down below to my not neutral cups.
What about Big Brother's coffee?
Also, I have Good Brothers Coffee coupon code for 25% off. So, I mean, there's really, it's called micro roaster, okay? They're small roaster. They roast your beans kind of like order as come. If you order today, he's gonna roast it tonight or tomorrow morning and ship it out. So they're really fresh. It's nothing like freshly roasted beans.
Dan asks, what causes the pup to stay stuck to the group head and not be in the portafilter?
Okay, so Dan asked me what causes the pup stay in the group head. Okay, the dosing amount is important as well. Okay, I mean, so I'm using 17 gram. If I put like 18 gram in it, sometimes it's stuck on the group head too, because whenever you hit the water, the coffee's grind is expanded. So that's one of them, one factor. Another factor is if you are using older beans, stuck as well. So, but again, as long as your coffee tastes good, don't worry about it for now. Let's see, what else? I think we are good for now. Okay, so I hope you guys like the recipe. So we did a peppermint patty. They're quite tasty. And then make sure to check out the pumpkin spice recipe from yesterday as well. That's really easy to make. Yeah, that's really easy. And then what else?
Somebody shares, Andre says, I bought not neutral cups at 8-ounce coffee at 50% off.
Okay, so Andre from, I think he's from Canada, I think. The 8-ounce coffee supply has sale going on for non-neutral cups. 50% off if you're in Canada. Make sure to check out that as well. The 8-ounce coffee supply. That's really, really good deal. Because, I mean, not neutral cups. I mean, they know how to make coffee cups. So I like the not neutral cups. I like the Acme cups. And then someone told me about the Love Ceramic, the brand name. They make really good cups as well. Let's not forget the Fellow, the Monty cup too. So yeah, they're really also fantastic cups.
Another viewer, Ed, shares Coffee Cult is having 30% off sale on selected beans. He uses their dark roast.
Okay, so Ed also mentioned the Coffee Cult having a 30% off this morning, today, I guess, about Black Friday. So make sure to check out that as well. Coffee Cult. Okay, 30% is, yeah, I mean, I don't know what's the base price. So I mean, 30% is pretty good discount. I think we are good. And then make sure to follow me on Instagram as well. And then I think we're gonna hope to see you tomorrow morning, okay? And I know tomorrow is Saturday, so anyway, see you.
Update on the new espresso machine?
Someone asked me any update on the new espresso machine. Not yet, okay, not yet. I'm getting very close because the reason why I bought the Rancheria Sylvia, so that I like to show you guys maybe possible upgrade from Barista Express if you guys are looking for a new one. But I know many of you saw entire week I'm using the Rancheria Sylvia, make great espresso, but comes to making the milk-based drink, that you'll struggle, okay? But not how to do it, comes to workflow. Because since only has single boiler, so you have to heat it up for the steamer and the cool down for brewing temperature. So that was a little tricky. Fact is, I don't mind the temperature surfing either. You know, it wasn't a big deal to me. Comes to temperature surfing, but comes to the milk to brewing back and forth. So if you like milk-based drink, you know, save the money and go with the heat exchange or dual boiler. But if you don't care about the milk-based drink, I mean, Rancheria Sylvia can be a really nice upgrade from here. Okay, so I'm gonna talk more about that tomorrow. All right, see you guys.